What?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, guys. We're doing episode 2 today.
Okay, Ace Attorney.
And I have a special guest. It's the return of Sav-a-licious.
No.
She's going to help me do some voices for a little while. Because I was dying last time I was doing the voices all by myself. And there's some female characters in this one. And yeah, I can't even do the male characters without dying. So yeah.
You better not have hard words. I'm not going to be able to
I
pronounce them.
don't know if there's hard words or not.
Probably.
Do you think you could shut my door?
Yeah.
So yeah, just give us a minute and just getting set up.
Yeah.
I need to see if the audio is working and stuff. How's it feel to return to streaming?
Scary.
Yeah, I did take over her YouTube channel.
Yes.
So I've uploaded all my, I say all my streams, the only one stream that I've done this year to your old YouTube channel that has been rebranded under my name.
I know, it came up on my thing.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like and subscribe. I mean, I'm not really doing anything on YouTube, I'm just going to upload the streams onto there because I think it's nice to preserve them, and if people miss it, then they can go and watch it.
Yeah.
Where is my stream? I need to have it on my laptop so I can know who's in the chat and stuff.
I'm scared to talk.
Don't be scared.
I can't read.
It's all a learning experience. Right, let's see if I can hear it. Yeah, okay, brilliant! Okay, so... You hear myself in the background. Let me turn that down because when I watched the stream back, I could hear myself like very, very faintly repeating what I was saying because I had the volume on, so I'm going to turn it all the way down because I don't need to hear it anymore. Right. So we're starting case 2 today. I'm very excited. I'll have to allocate you some characters.
Yeah.
Maybe I should turn it up a little bit. Don't have to read this bit.
As long as we draw right or something.
Turns. This is probably my least favourite case.
Oh.
One of them in it. Well, it's not the worst, it's just... I remember the beginning, it's really long. Like, I don't like the beginning. Yeah, the crime itself is interesting.
You die.
Yeah. The crime itself is interesting in this one, but like... it's just the beginning's so long.
Oh.
2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it, I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I didn't rock bottom. Even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here, honest. Phoenix Wright offices. Here being the legendary office, Wright and Co. law office. See, I can't read either, it's fine. You know, if you watched the whole stream yesterday, I stuttered so much. It's so embarrassing. I know it's on YouTube for the world to see. At PsycheWolf11. Go subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, the link is in my channel bio on Twitch. Okay. Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling. It's you now. You're Trucy. Hero!
Hero!
He's ripping my balls! Stop him!
Hero!
You bastard!
You must be here for the interview. Right this way.
Cat was destroying my hope. Huh?
Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome.
What's with this girl?
Well now, shall we begin?
Begin what?
Right. First things first. Any special talents?
Talents?
Yes. Well, you must have at least one.
Well, I guess defending.
Defending? An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course.
Oops. You think so?
Let's give it a go, shall we?
Huh?
Go ahead, show me, defend. Just give it all you got, don't hold back now.
What are you talking about? I can't just defend here.
First lesson, a professional king... a professional can perform anywhere.
You're doing good, don't worry. And no one's watching.
Thank God.
See, someone just left.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
We want people to be laughing with us. Not at us.
Thanks. But I'm not sure why they would should be laughing at all.
What? What exactly do you think you came here to do?
What? Defend? No.
Excuse me, but you know where you are?
Huh? The Right and Co law offices, right?
Oh. I was afraid of that. Don't worry. You're not the first.
Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge.
Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes.
Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning.
Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again.
What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency?
Welcome to Right Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy Wright. CEO, I'm a magician.
CEO.
CEO. Can I say CEO? What did I say?
You said CEO.
Oh, I just read it as CEO.
Yeah. It all came flooding back. The trial. That girl. ...
Hello, sir. Please pick a card. Opens the locket.
That's right. She's my daughter.
Oh! Trucy Wright. Oh,
Oh, that's me. That's me, bitch!
I didn't see.
Trucy. Right.
Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name?
Apollo. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Oh, let's examine some stuff first, because I'm pretty sure I have to do that. For one of the trophies.
Ack. What's ack?
Like, don't touch that!
Ah! Don't touch that, Mr. Charlie!
Mr. Charlie?
He's been in this office much longer than I have. Daddy's mentor had a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. He lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney.
Daddy?
Daddy?
Huh, Mr. Charlie, right.
Now I take care of him.
Yeah, I think that was the mission. I think one of the trophies is to look at the plant. Right talent agency. So, is this really a talent agency?
You bet.
Oh.
Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now.
2 people? Does that include you?
Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. That's what big words I got to do.
You've got to do more talking than me by the looks of it.
I've done a lot of stage shows, paid too.
Oops. Keep pressing the wrong damn button.
I'm a professional, you know.
Right.
Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright. Extra, yeah. Ordinaire.
Penis extraordinaire.
Okay, that works.
Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano?
Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why? There are many magicians who can't do magic.
At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. Trucy Wright. So you're you're Phoenix Wright's daughter? Daughter? You're her daughter?
That's right, after Daddy quit law 7 years ago. promise I promise I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy. Get it?
No.
Okay. I'm in charge of this whole office too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree?
15? How old is Mr. Wright?
Daddy, he's 33 this year.
I'm sure there's a good explanation, I hope.
Question mark.
Do you think she said question mark?
Yes.
About Mr. Wright giving up law. Or law, if you're American. Law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it?
You know about that?
Not the details. I remember the news though, it was a big deal.
So I hear.
Oops, I always pressed that.
I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance.
Daddy.
Daddy?
Right. That reminds me about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning. Gave me a call this morning to come in.
Daddy's not here right now. I hate the Daddy, why?
I know, stop saying Daddy. It's so.
He's in the hospital.
The hospital?
Yeah, he's on the strict bed. Rest until he gets better.
What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit.
Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close.
Right, well, I'll be going now, and I'll give the show biscuit some thought, okay?
Wait, I'll go with you.
Ew, go away.
Don't be rude to Trucy Wright.
No, I love her. She's a brilliant character.
During 9:45 a.m. Hickfield Clinic.
So, this is when Mr. Wright's... I just put in words that weren't there.
I know.
This is Mr. Wright's hospital. I do that a lot. You could be him, I'm not doing it.
No!
Do a creepy old man voice.
I can't do a creepy old man voice. You do it.
But then I'm going to do Phoenix as well.
Oh, how do I do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Hey, visitors, are ya? Yeah, are you the doctor? Yeah, Dr. Hitfield's the name.
Good morning, Doctor.
So funny, don't laugh at me, it's fine. Oh, hi there, Lucy. Cute as ever.
Not.
He is.
Is this Daddy's room?
Oh yeah, except he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Lucy? Got any places you'd like examined?
These are nuts!
Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. Life isn't the daddy-o cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be off then. Later, Lucy. He's a nonce. They actually have a nonce in the game. Wow, what an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright. They call him Daddy because he looks like a daddy in this game.
He does. Daddy.
Lengers with that little bit of hair.
Yeah.
So what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air, only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. You hit the telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. He really is as lucky as they say. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big. Not fat, but, you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child.
Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore.
But you always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy.
This is so odd.
Stop with the Daddy. My foot. I'm not buying it. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere strange magician. She's a genius.
Oh, thanks, Daddy. Loser, thanks.
You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them. So, why did you contact me? What could the Wright Talent Agency possibly want with me? My bad, I wrote an accent. No, I need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this.
Huh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway?
Well, yeah, of course. Help, we're in a big trouble here at the office, big! I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital.
That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent and the groceries?
Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school again.
No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us, Polly?
Huh? What? Now it's my fault? On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say.
You've got him. Oh my god, stop with the daddy!
Daddy?
You've got him hook, line and sinker.
Aha, now it's time to reel him in. It's official, I'm scared.
Our plan.
Alright, so who's the client? Oh yes, here. Take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that pasta joint. I play piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. So, good luck. Huh? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Well, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry. Once you've found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh?
Oh my god.
Oh, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loved jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny.
Your real client should be stopping by the office any time now. The office? You mean the tenant agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. Tragedy. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find.
People bark.
So he's going to make me investigate this after all. The only thing I do to make Apollo sound different is like say 1 or 2 words with like a slight American accent. It's so not that different, but it's hard because he's just a regular guy.
I know.
I think I should talk more energetic to him.
Hey, hey, hey!
Oh, he's an old man again. You could do this
Oh
one.
my god.
Just do a deep voice.
How long have you been planning on making me wait, eh?
A, it's A.
Oh. Good morning. Hey there, Trushy dog. Sounds like you pops had a bit of a rough spot. All's well that ends well, I guess.
This is our client.
Hey, so this is Apollo fellow, eh?
Oh, yes, the name's Apollo.
Look at, I'm there.
Him.
Him, what?
Look at him.
Oh, look at him there. Arms all crossed, like, ready to fight.
Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you?
The boss told me what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo.
Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it.
Defense. Your noodle half cooked. Your noodle half cooked. It's too late for defense. My castle's being stormed. My keys being kept. My noodle stand's being stolen.
Noodle?
You know Mr.
Eldoon.
Eldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Apollo? Polly?
Because it's noodle backwards.
Oh.
Because he's a noodle guy. No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him.
You knew in these parts?
Not really.
Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon's noodles.
Huh. Oh, whose noodles?
My noodles. Help me out here, Trucy Doll. This is Mr. our client.
Guy Eldoon.
Guy Eldoon, our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon.
Just starts playing the harmonica.
Anything for you, Trucy Doll.
Do I have to examine the plant again? Or is it fine now? No, it's fine. Okay. Who's this guy? So, you run a noodle stand, Mr.
Eldoon. Guy Eldoon, the name. And noodles are my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for a year and a half.
Oh, that's not that long already.
My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectations on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. That's a pretty old noodle. Hey, and fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well.
Oh.
There was no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy. So, it was like destiny that you became what you are.
I like how Trucy's voice has gotten higher since you started doing the man's voice.
Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate.
Not a mental image I care to linger on.
So, last year I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldoon's noodles.
Eldoon's noodles.
Eldoon's, mate.
So tell me more about Eldoon's noodles.
You don't know the genius that are my noodles. I made them so salty. Why? They're saltier than salt.
Now I really don't want to find out.
Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand.
Frequented.
He frequented my pop stand back during his attorney days too. Yep, him and his assistant.
I'm sorry, I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon.
Wish you could, Sonny. Sonny.
Sunny.
Sonny.
Sony. Sponsored by PlayStation.
Yeah.
Hey?
Heck, I wish I could. I'd give you anything for a bow now. What?
Bowl.
Bowl. Oh my god, I read it as bow.
I know.
Bowl about now.
No, bowels with an E.
Oh. Don't watch that. What do you mean? It was stolen! My stand! Gone!
Stolen? Stolen stand.
Get stolen. It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle.
Oh my lord. He was what?
Whoa. A bit saucy.
He was
It's
what?
like an ice cream truck. It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets oh my god.
Complaints.
Complaints. I can't
You
even
say it right and then you doubt yourself.
Eh? Wait, what? Now you're trying to butter me up?
That sounded more like the blues than a whistle.
I closed my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then, this morning, dark and early, it was gone. My keys, my castle. Oh!
And he started playing the harmonica.
I know.
Very dramatically.
Needs effect.
Oh, depression.
Oh.
Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I am finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
Oh no.
That's the saddest thing I've heard all day.
Her dad got hit by a car.
I know. You know it. Anyways, that's the deal. Good luck.
Good, huh? Wait, what exactly is your request?
My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring me back my baby back. Oh my god. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on. Let me try that again. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it hot and salty. 2 bowls kill a man. Then I'll really need defense.
Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective.
This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Get it back today if you can. Apollo, I've got noodles to make. Come on now.
Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves.
Actually, there was something I wanted to ask about to... What? There was something I wanted to ask about to Apollo.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about... Huh? I have a bad feeling about this.
Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. Hey, what's this? More thievery? Thieving? And skullduggery? Duggery?
Skullduggery.
Duggery?
I don't even know what that word means, but that's how you use it.
Duggery. Well, someone stole a pair of my... I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. My undergarment.
Say it.
Someone stole a pair of my panties.
Panties?
I hate this game. I hate this game.
So they were, stolen your,
Oh my god.
She says it a lot.
My panties, yes.
Right. Panties.
It's words. That's a crime, Shane. That is Trucy Gold. I was alone in the office last night.
With my panties.
I had I'd hung my panties out the window there to dry. I hate this game. When a thief came and took them, my favourite... Yeah. I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait!
This case is so weird, I'm telling you.
Case.
Well, that was certainly brave of you.
But I lost him. Without... Just get in there! The flip! Without those panties, I don't know what I would do. A darn crying shame, yup. Or at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map.
Oh, we're doing all this.
I'll be here headed home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Apollo.
Right.
And you help out. And you help out Trucy Doll here too. You hear?
Look how stressed he is. He's just drinking
He's eating his hair, fingerless noodles. Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We have no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases.
I guess.
Let's see where we stand.
Not in a courtroom, that's where.
This is a weird case.
Well, the first item on our list, and we haven't even got to the real case yet.
Yes. Oh, Phoenix right. Daddy's hit and run accident.
I think I didn't even say my line. Whoops.
We have to find the one who hit him.
Who's going to pay for us again?
And the second item. Mr. Eldon's request to find his stolen stats.
For which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles.
And the last request is mine. To find my stolen... Yeah.
That bowl of noodles is looking better and better.
He's doing all of this for noodles. Let's go, Polly. Oh my god. Let's go, Polly, to the streets. Aren't you... My bad.
Still my line, my one
Sorry.
line. Aren't you enthusiastic?
How could I not be?
Too enthusiastic, taking my line.
Let's crack these cases, you and me.
Guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties.
I hate that word so much. It's gonna be
Where are we going? Where should we go first?
The
Accident scene or scene of the stand? So where Phoenix got hit by a car?
Yeah.
So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car?
According to the map, this is the place.
It's the character here that I wanted you to voice, I think. What a huge mansion.
Apollo, there's a... Apollo, there's a nice looking lady over there. Let's question her.
Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over there too. Dramatic pause. So she's a gangster. Let's talk like a gangster.
Okay. Excuse me, can we have a few words with you? What do you want, fam?
Yeah, pretty much.
You want something?
Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating?
That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money. What am I supposed to say with that? Who? Oh. Who? Peace. Money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is Kataki family mansion, little girl.
Little girl.
Girl. Sorry, my bad.
Eh?
You kid with the hair. You what, Simon?
Me? Not a thing. Bye.
Apollo, we can't just leave without questioning her. What if she knows something?
Teresa just casually dying.
But
But the Kataki family, they're the biggest organised crime syndicate in town.
if you're gonna ask something, ask it. If you're man enough.
Right!
Yay! Way to whip him into shape, man.
Does she know no fear?
I'm Plum Kataki, wife of the fourth head of the Kataki family business. Friends call me Little Plum.
I'm Little Apollo Justice, attorney at law. If looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. I love her.
Scary. Little Plum, there's a really cute name for someone, so... Yes. Yeah?
Whoa!
What is it, Apollo?
How about you go through me when to the hurricane, Trucy?
Huh? That seems like a little bit of needless procedure.
I'm a lawyer, I live for needless procedures.
Oh, little girl. Oh, little girl, yeah? You should know we're gangsters. Wait, what? Oh, that means you're the bad guys.
Trucy, for me, please! I'm begging you here! I'm dying.
The bad guys act like that, sound like that.
I'm going to need some warm tea after this.
Takes a lot of hard work to protect this family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys. So you're saying that business is in the slum?
Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please.
That's nice of you.
So there was supposedly a car accident here last night.
Last night?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about it. Sorry to bother you.
Wait,
Yes?
you're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away. That's my daddy! Oh! I should have known. One of
Capos, I don't know what that means.
our capos thought he might make a great point man. Capo? Point man?
Same. Could you avoid using too much industry lingo?
In any case, I can't English. In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been here cleaning up this mess since morning. Bah.
Cleaning up this paint? What was this paint spilled at the time of the accident?
It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. I found your father drowning in a sea of paint. So you came to his rescue? You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car hit your father and knocked over all this paint. And turned the corner and sped away. Better clean up this paint, pussy. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see.
I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me.
But why are you out here cleaning it up? But why are you out here cleaning it up? What do you mean? I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you?
Please, go through me when you want to.
Oh! Don't be such...
Don't be such a stiff, loyal boy.
Literally. You do.
Okay.
I suppose with gangsters, do you have a certain image?
Yes.
But we're community orientated gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to people, see?
How noble of him.
Oh. What was I going to say?
Availed.
I availed myself to the public facilities.
I think I had a facility for that big man.
Facilities for that big man. I've availed myself to a public facilities to get rid of all that garbage. Stop. Now there's just a paint. Wait, what? Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even read it properly.
Public facilities. That's all. Public facilities. I wonder if she means that trash can.
Yeah, I do.
And that's it, I guess, for now. What am I doing? How do I... Oh. Wait, that's not what I want. How do I go to... Oh. Who's that? She's looking at the park.
She's pretty. I bet she has a story. You know?
There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Let's look at the bin. There's a big trash can on the way into the park. I guess we could check it out.
A detective's life sure is a hard one.
I'm an attorney. Huh?
2 pieces of garbage with paint on them.
These are slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital.
Look at this, Apollo! Doesn't this go on a car?
It's a side view mirror. Looks just like it was torn off when it smacked into something or someone.
Wait, you don't think?
I do. This could have been from the car that hit Mr. Wright.
Wow, he took off his mirror. I never knew Daddy was so strong. I only have room in my pocket for one of these though. Which do you want to take? The mirror!
Yeah.
Take that mirror.
Look at the paint. There's paint splash all over this gate. What mess.
Was this the paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy? That's right. And I'm left to clean up the mess. Pussy hole. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by. Would you? Of course. Then you can make them clean it up on their own mess. Oh! You're cute, you know. You're leggings. Fuck you. When I find whoever did this, you got better be doing something cleaning. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess. I wish I could say cool things like that. I bet you do. Oh!
I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. Okay,
I keep making her a man.
You do.
Like,
That's a woman.
She don't look like a woman.
Wow.
No hate to beauty standards.
Right, let's look at the house now. So what's this place?
This would be Mr. Eldon's house, silly.
Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already.
Hey? Look, there's a police car parked over there.
Oh, that's me. I was like, why aren't you saying it?
I was waiting.
You're right. What's with that sparkly entrance? What is this place? A hospital? Sorry, I'm trying to fix my stream. There's a sign, Merakti's clinic.
Oh, there was the thief. When? What?
That's where the thief went. The thief? What's happening?
The one who snatched. Oh.
Panty snatcher.
Wait, maybe that police car is where to find my panties.
I doubt it.
Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate. There you are, Sonny.
Damn, I think I made you do too many characters.
I know.
I forget how many there are.
Well, you find anything yet?
No, not yet.
The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that.
He's not the gangster. Just remember. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment.
I I'm not
Do I have
good
to
at
talk to
voice
him?
characters though. I can't switch.
Do you want me to voice him?
Yes.
Because I feel like I gave you too many.
I know!
I forgot about some of them, because there's a lot in this one, I think. I'll do him for now. So your stand, Eldune's Noodles, was it? I passed down from my father to son.
You're making us Scottish.
That stand's seen its share of salt, Salt runs in the family, you might say. I bet his high blood pressure does too. So, your stand, Eldune's Noodles, was stolen? Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crushed stew pot, my stain sign. Didn't just lose stand, I lost the legend.
No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo.
Isn't it about time you bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you can give us about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always. Crying the town it was.
Blow my whistle, baby, whistle, baby.
The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 PM, I reckon. I guess he's not aiming for that late night market. I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease. Then I went inside.
So sexual for no reason.
Me? I know.
Character's design.
He said it's bowls, not balls. When did you notice it had been stolen? Only this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Do you know how many people eat noodles for breakfast? I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. Stand has been my life on it. Well, that is not the words, but whatever. Nay, my whole being.
They took everything?
All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams.
At least they left one bowl. Look there, on the ground.
If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl, my last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is.
That's it. That's where the thief who snatched
It's a crying shame, that is. They have to steal, make it my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties.
God.
Oh god. The garage, right? You don't think that the thief is there? You don't think the thief is there? There. I wouldn't put it past that good for nothing doctor. Do I detect a little animosity there?
Let's make sure to check out the garage thoroughly.
Can I just go to the garage? Yeah. Garage?
The garage. The garage. The garage.
Garage.
This is the place, this is where the panty snatcher man ran.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues? To a panty snatching? Clues like a pair of panties.
Trucy, could you try not saying panties so many times?
Thank you. Tell her, Apollo.
Oh my god, the cat. The cat did it.
The kitty! It was a skeleton. What's Henry doing?
Oh my.
I'm joking.
There's something about this car.
Let's take a closer look. There's a... Oh, what are those?
I'm looking at the broken mirror first.
Oh. Hey, look at that.
The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue.
What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly?
A clue? Let's see. I think I do have just a clue you've got in mind.
Yeah, the mirror. What? She picked it up.
I know she did.
She dumbed it.
My clue is this! Take that!
Objection! Whoa, it's the same colour and ties and everything. A perfect match.
I guess we could check it out.
2 pieces of
Oh,
garage.
it's showing us the flashback of picking it up. Like,
Look at this colour. Doesn't this go on the car?
it's a side view mirror. It looks like it was torn off when it got smacked into something or someone. Why has it got to show us the flashback that happened 2 minutes ago? Well, looks like we've just solved the case.
So the car who hit Daddy last night.
It's sitting right in front of us, yep.
Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo.
Gee, thanks, Trucy. Phone.
Yeah, what's that?
Look, a cell phone.
Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure.
I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here.
We should bring it to him later. Cell phone added to court record.
What's that in the pipe? What are they called? Exhaust pipe?
Oh my god, that's the bipping thingies.
Oh, that reminds me. The thingies, the things that should not be named.
Yes.
I once read a record.
Oh.
I once read a record. Oh my god.
Record.
I once read a Why can't I say I'm having a stroke. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Jesus, that was...
Question mark?
Nice voice acting, Smell. Apparently there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe.
Tailpipe, that's what it's called.
They're called exhaust pipes, we're British.
Oh.
That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case.
Wow.
I remember that case record whenever I'm checking the car. And I always check the tailpipe.
Everyone's got to have a hobby, I guess.
Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey! There's something in there.
What?
Wait a second. Are these your...
My panties.
What? Already?
Why are they covered in blood?
They're not.
Oh. Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing.
No, really, don't mention it.
No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a note for finding girls' panties.
What are those?
What is that? My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them.
You're going to put them on now?
Watch closely now. See, nothing in the panties. Ta-da!
Whoa! Where did that come from? How did that ball get in your panties?
My panties are an extra dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties! It's one of my best tricks.
Magic panties?
They love them over at the... What the flip? Oh, they love them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. She's a prostitute! I knew it!
You mean these panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner.
Trucy's panties, but discreetly away in Trucy's pocket.
Discreet. I love the little discreetly.
I know.
Well, that's one case closed at least.
What are you saying? We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my train.
Oh, right.
Apollo.
Huh? What is it?
Now that we solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, you knowing him.
Okay. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though. And this is hardly a case worth reporting. Alright, back to Daddy.
Back to Daddy Phoenix.
What palaver? Just to get to the hospital. I think they changed that in later games, that I can just go straight to the hospital instead of clicking every single place.
Hello, free people watching.
Huh? Oh yeah, hi, anyone watching? Sorry, I was invested. Mr. Wright's gone with my special guest, Sav-a-licious.
Yeah.
Reborn.
Maybe he's gone for an examination.
He'll probably be back soon. Let's wait.
I think I might take some time. Daddy always loves his examinations.
Don't ask, Justice. You don't want to know.
Why don't we come back later?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Alright then. You told me to go here.
Literally.
I guess we haven't
Back and forth.
found everything yet.
Oh no. Not this bitch.
Look at these panties.
Crazy. I'm sorry, kid.
Sorry, kid.
I ain't got no idea what you're talking about.
Look at this. I found out who this mirror belongs to.
Oh, you're tougher than you look, you know. Spit it out. Who was it? Where do they live?
I just forgot.
I remember, Apollo. It was the clinic.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that. Miraculous.
Why? I'm right, aren't I? Yeah.
Right. Yes. Why is she so quiet all of a sudden? Is something wrong?
No. Pay me no mind, and thanks for the info.
Cell phone. Okay. Nothing else? Okay. Is there anything else? I think I haven't talked to her.
What about the garbage paint thing?
Oh, the slippers?
Yeah.
I don't think they're important yet, I'm not sure. Personally, I'm a little more interested in the park.
You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie.
Let's go
take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous.
That wasn't my line. Feel free to drop a message in chat if, you want to chat.
If you want to talk.
Hey miss, stay out of the park.
He's got mad at me.
Did
you get mad at?
Did something happen here, officer? No, move along. Nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play somewhere else? We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm interning. ... Something wrong? Ah, Detective Sky. We're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report. Emma! I love her. Detective?
Why is she wearing a lab coat?
You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed.
Oh! Bitch!
And these kids are? Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers. Oh, why don't you kids run along and play somewhere else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours.
Oh.
Want a dose of experimental
Yeah.
hydroxycellulosatrace. I was close.
Come again? What's hydroxy stuff?
Yes, you... Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff if you would. Yes, Mom. I love her.
Yes,
come
ma'am.
back. Emma, come back. Grr. How are we going to get more information like this?
Why didn't we ask that woman across the street? That nice woman across the street?
Oh, yes, that nice woman. Ooh.
Go.
Go. Where's she gone?
What do you want?
Get me in the park.
Talking to me?
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What happened in the park across the street?
Oh yeah, quite the commotion. Wait. Oh yeah, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say. Chicago? Huh? Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances too.
You're kidding?
What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house. Did something happen at your house too? A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it? Somehow I don't think no is a... Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Ollie.
Guess we have to hear that. It's so private, she wants to tell us about it.
What?
So, what happened at your house?
Bloomers last night.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Me, little plum kickanegany. Kataki, the victim of the panty snatcher. What? So was it just my panties that was stolen? Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it?
No, of course not. Mercy.
I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common.
It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Miss Kataki's panties having much in common.
This is disgusting.
I just imagine Mrs. Kataki's panties.
I know, we'll find your bloomers too. Great, show me what you're made of.
What have you got me into this time, Trucy? That girl from before.
Oh, welcome home, sweetie.
She's very, like,
hello?
posh, princessy.
Mother?
She's the Kataki too.
Miss. Question mark. Here are our flyer. Right Anything agency?
Anything agency?
Yeah. Do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Goodbye. Well, you and nothing.
Why did you give her a flyer?
I don't know, she seemed like she could use some help.
She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Hmm? Okay, now what? Where's Phoenix? Maybe progressing. Because that sounded like everything. Oh! And out. Is Phoenix back? No, okay, well. What have I missed this time?
What about Elden? Yeah.
Do I have to... I don't think I examined the bowl, actually. Is this yours, Mr. Eldoon? Hey, that's been the heart and soul of Eldoon's noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's going to taste just like noodles. Now I sound like Phil Mitchell.
I know. Wow, it does smell like noodles.
All my other bowls got taken away in my bag. Get it back from me, study boy. I'm begging you. Is that it? Now we can go to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And if not, we've got to find something else. How do we progress? Phoenix! Damn it! What else do I need to find? I don't know.
Hello!
Hi, welcome to our bad voice acting of this game, and we're trying to figure out how to progress. What else am I looked at?
Maybe examine.
Did I find everything in the garage? Or garage?
Garage.
I think I did. I don't think there's anything else here.
The garage.
The garage.
The garage.
Maybe examine the clinic?
Where should we examine? That doorway sure is sparkly.
The Maractes clinic, huh? Looks more like a casino parlour than a hospital. It must be quite profitable.
Funny, it looked closed. Maybe they're on a vacation today.
Well, that was helpful. Police car? I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car?
Maybe they're tax invaders.
Oh, sorry miss, no way, your clinic's load.
Did something happen?
Huh? Oh no, nothing to say here. Move along. You'll have to find some place else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? We need a little more info on this Maractes clinic.
We could ask Mr. Eldoon. He is their neighbour after all. And we should check about the garage. We did! I know. What if the
Yeah, we know where your panties are. We've got them.
Literally.
Have I talked to him about everything? Oh!
There you go. Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front.
Oh, sorry. Probably gave someone food poisoning, I bet. If anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning, that police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me, the neighbour. Not that I was surprised much, that doctor works for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got up what was coming to him. The wrong crowd? Never you mind about that. Oh, is that it? Now can we go to Phoenix? Watch him not be there. Phoenix, please!
Later.
Daddy! Yes! Okay.
Okay.
We progressed.
Finally.
Yo, how goes it?
Daddy! How do you feel?
Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have you young'uns on the case. Let old Daddy-O get some well-deserved R&R.
The elderly needed their rest.
Isn't he only 33? We've cleared up most of the cases. I was worried about you. Competent, capable. Tell me what you found out if you want to. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Talk to Daddy. Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early.
Polly's amazing. He found my panties so quick. Almost like he was the one who stole them.
You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently it was a doctor from the Meraxes clinic. Meraxes, eh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic.
Hello!
Hi to anyone watching, feel free to drop a comment and see if you can bear with us and our terrible voice acting. You're doing better than me, to be fair.
Get involved in the game? No. Maybe something happened.
Got a special guest today. What is this Meraxes clinic anyway?
I don't know.
All I've heard are the rumours. That clinic's been making good money. In a bad way. Bad? Ties to organised crime, the Kentucky family. The Kentucky family? He did that on purpose. Some injuries you can't just take to a public hospital, you see. They use the Meraxes clinic to do their patch-up jobs. Interesting.
It looked like... I was honest. It looked like something had happened in that park.
Ah, a body was found there in the usual circumstances. Oh, unusual. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern in any case.
Right, let's ignore that. Oh my god. Right, let's ignore that and find the noodle stand.
Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to Meraxes' place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. And a little legal action will do me some good. I was wondering when I get paid. We solved the case of your accident and found a missing article of clothing.
My panties!
That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in when you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Ugh.
Right, back to the office to plan our next move.
Right then.
Off to the office we go.
You're the woman from Kentucky Place.
Yes. I knew it. Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name is Alita
Tiala.
Alita Tiala. I have a request.
Your request? Let me guess, something's been stolen?
Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought...
What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me?
Maybe you could tell us what happened? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé. I suppose you'd call him.
Fiancé? What happened to him then?
He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? Oh, that's what happened at the park.
So what's your story? You frequent the Kentucky Mansion, yes? Are you a member of their organisation?
No, not yet. Not yet. You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son.
The boss's son? So he's a gangster?
Yes, but the Kentuckys are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. I think you're onto something. Mr. Kentucky, I like the sound of that. Mrs. Kentucky.
I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that.
Daddy Phoenix.
What happened? I'm desperate for work, please.
I haven't been told all the details.
Please, give me a job.
But I do know a body was found in the park near the Kentucky mansion. There was a lot of police cars there. Apparently the victim was shot with a pistol, but I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual.
And your fiancé was arrested for this?
What sort of person is your fiancé?
Your fiancé is the Kentucky family's only son, correct?
His name's Waki. Waki Kentucky. I bought a photo.
Well, that's quite the photo.
What? I know. Oh, he could be a powerful and menacing, but so cute.
Menacing.
Menacing. Yeah, that.
But if he's the boss's only son...
Yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say I'm the boss already of this agency. Please help my Wocky, please!
Right, my first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent.
I prefer a letter of request. I know you need those. Prepared. Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime.
See, it all connected at some point.
Dark reflection.
Yeah. Look at you knowing things.
Oh
my god, I'm back.
Harley Davidson.
So this is it, my first murder crime scene. Ah, it's you kids again. So can't you find someone else to play? That's not...
We're not playing! We're, investigating, aren't we, Apollo?
Sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of... Huh? Why does it say hit request on it? Miss Tiala must have used the Kataki stationery. Excuse me, coming through... Oh, here we go. Oh, it's you, Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? I must say, I'm used to being respected by the ladies. But this is the first time I felt this way with a man. Mr. Gavin?
Gavin's gay.
He's giving bisexual.
It is.
Ah, Fraulein, what is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help?
Yes! The policeman, Officer Fellow, won't let us in. We even have a letter of request.
You must be exhausted, standing out here. I'll take you to the scene of the crime.
Oh, really?
By your leave, officer. Yes, sir, of course, sir. Very well, this way, Fraulein.
Whee!
Hey, what about me?
No one wants you, Apollo.
Poor Apollo. On that note, enjoy your investigation.
Thank you. We will see you again.
That's the wind, Fraulein. I'll be riding on it. Who was that?
Eek. Apollo, look! A corpse!
What? Hey, it's just a mannequin.
Wow, it sure got me.
Might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here? Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here?
Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in.
Him again. That glimmerous fop always getting in my way. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass?
Do you need to charge that?
This. I'd recognise that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alita Tiara. Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that out. So, what's up with the mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. The body was pulling the stand? So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Skye, I'm in charge of this crime scene.
She still doesn't... She still...
It doesn't say sure.
I know! She doesn't seem that happy about it.
She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. Detective Skye. Quiet, please. It's snack time.
Munchy munchy. We're not making it much progress, are you?
She must not be very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years and he still won't give me the position I requested. And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. He? Who's he? An ex-defense attorney? Detective Sky? Quiet, please. It's snack time. Oh, I guess it's the same thing.
Punch.
Is it the same thing for each option?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to see my pennies? If you could take a look at this. Can't you see that? I'm extremely busy. Eating snacks, yes.
Busy eating snacks, I'd say.
This is going nowhere fast. I guess we just look around.
It's that mangan.
Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. But we need to investigate. Investigations are to be carried out by professionals, scientifically. She's not going to let us check the crime scene, is she? Hey, Apollo.
My very...
Oh shit, that was not...
my very unscientific...
Analysis
tells me something here is very suspicious.
I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice. I better check out what we came here to find at least. The noodle stand? Oh, okay. Let me investigate.
Apollo! Look! The stand! That stand!
Oh, okay, it's gonna continue.
It says Eldon.
Eldoon. I've noticed. Well, we've solved the case of missing stand at least. Though the circumstances could stand to be better.
The ball.
What am I supposed to show her? Show her the bowl? Look, a bowl. She doesn't care. I guess we just can't do anything yet.
Yeah. Wait till she stops eating. That bitch.
Let's go tell the guy that we found it. Hello, anyone watching? Feel free to drop a comment and listen to us in our very bad voice acting.
And get involved.
Yeah, it's fun to chat.
Oh, Mr. Eldoon.
Looks like he left.
And we found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl?
Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry.
Oh, what a bummer.
Alright then, I guess we can't talk to him. Then what do we do? Where's Phoenix? Phoenix, help us.
Phoenix.
Oh, I think we do actually talk to Phoenix. Yeah. I remember now.
We're progressing.
Ah, you're back. Run into some problems?
Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something?
Who, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there's a problem? No, no problem. Actually, I got a defense request. A defense request? That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me! Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's doing it on purpose. I know it.
Oh.
I love him. We love you, Phoenix. So what about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually.
Guess what? We found... Oh, okay, wait. Guess what? We found Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand at the crime scene.
Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was something else. You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was?
That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway?
A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You know her? You could say that.
Oh my god, I bet it was her, the doctor. You stole the pen, please.
No. So, you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. That would make her about the same age as me. Me? Also, I'm making a land.
That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh wait, maybe you know that other guy too.
That other guy?
That shining prince on the motorcycle.
Prince? Mysterious prince. Apollo, tell me about this prince of Truces. Indulge a concerned father. He was at the crime scene. Crime scene! I'm from Texas. He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin. Did he now? You know him? My guess is he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. His brother? We're acquaintances after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate.
Clavier? What a lovely name. He's so dreamy.
I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. And what was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Now, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park?
Yeah, that detective woman won't let us.
Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder.
Why?
Try taking that to the detective. White powder? I hope it's not what I think it is.
Cocaine!
Just take it to her. I'm sure it'll be fine. You'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. Where is it then? Under the hat. Where's Henry?
He's
What, is he not coming?
He just got home.
Oh my god. Anyway.
He had long story work.
Oh. So this must be the silk top hat that Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh?
Oh, whoa!
You know what this is, Trucy?
I remember finding something in Daddy's dresser when I was little. I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me.
This is getting more and more suspicious.
What is this white powder? Let's go talk to that detective. She's sure to know what this white powder is.
Back and forth. What do you think it is?
God knows.
Does this ring any bells? Ah! Is that... It couldn't. Where did you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes? Yeah, sort of.
Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy?
Daddy? I'm sorry, who did you say you are?
Trucy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter.
What? Mr. Wright has a daughter? Daughter? Australia?
You seem shocked.
Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Fingerprints? I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. White powder memories. If you find any evidence of fingerprints on it, please let me know. You'll dust for prints. Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Okay, now we can examine. Let's look in the bin, because we love bins. There's got to be a good clue or two around here.
You and your trash cans, go ahead, knock yourself out. Please, can you...
Oh, that's me. Please, can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look, another pair of underwear!
Oh my god. Wow, Apollo, you're a genius at panty finding.
Stop saying that.
Panty.
Wait, these aren't...
They're not mine!
Could these have been stolen too?
Oh god, not another pair.
And this is Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand, obviously.
It does say Eldoon in big letter, doesn't it?
And that mark on his paper lantern there looks familiar.
It's going to be a little weird telling him what the corpse and all with the corpse on.
Anyway, that wraps up the 3 of our cases.
That's right, congratulations, Apollo.
And leaves us with one more case that's worse than all 3 put together. Murder. Murder! Look at this. This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. A mannequin in the place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed.
Do you think the victim was the noodle stand thief?
What? You think someone killed him because he stole it?
Yeah. Yeah, bitch. Take care of business, little plum kataki style.
Try not to sound so eager about that, please.
God, I am eager.
It's a knife. A shiv, to be precise.
Oh, lingo!
The defendant, Waki Kataki, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but what wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh, look at this. There's a handprint on the shiv. A handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. Alright.
And then you put the white powder on it.
Right. First choose a fingerprint you want to examine. Choose a fingerprint. Look carefully at the handle.
The first one, the big one.
See? See? There's more than one fingerprint there.
Those black dots.
That's right. Pick the one you want to analyse. Well, I guess the big black one.
Yeah.
Right, let's get detecting. Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement. First, sprinkle some aluminum, because I'm American.
Aluminium.
I know, but it's not spelt that way. It's spelled aluminum.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I refuse to say aluminum. First, sprinkle some aluminium powder over the print. With a press of X, like this. See, how does she know? Break the fourth wall. The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminium powder, so you can just add dust on and blow it off.
Blow?
It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just use triangle and...
Wow, amazing. It's like magic.
Isn't it though? Right, let's give it a shot. Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder. Okay, dust. It's less cool on here because you can actually blow into the DS that you play this on. Now I'm just pressing some buttons. Blow. Good, clear, quite impressive. Next, to match the print, the police officer has samples so you can tell whose fingerprint this belongs to. That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already. Who do you think it is?
Plum.
It's not. It's him.
Oh yeah, Wookie, I forgot about him.
Yeah, fiancé.
My fiancé. Little bastard. Comparison complete. Match found.
So the fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Yes, isn't it amazing? The power of science is my life.
Apollo, she's sparkling.
And I'm dimming.
I'm kidding.
I'm dimming. Look here, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come.
Chin up, Polly.
The trial hasn't even started and I'm already losing. Let's talk to her. The report came in late last night. The body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body. But why? Why was the body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol.
A pistol?
Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangster. Incidentally, the victim's name was Palmeractes. I just received an autopsy report, in fact. I mean, really, what is up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me.
Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from.
A likely story? I didn't come here to play games, you know. Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand owner is...
The guy.
The noodle guy. His name is Guy, so
Guy.
You're right.
Yeah.
Who's this old guy? This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself.
He's famous in his part of town.
Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. That's saying me a lot of words. Words.
Words.
Work.
Hello.
Hi, anyone watching, feel free to drop a message and say hello, or just, sit back and listen to our terrible acting.
Yeah. Treating him the story. What sort of person was the victim anyway?
You mean, what did he do? He was a doctor. A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here. In your story. Who, me? I'm just a super... Oh, he ran away.
I know there's voice acting shit.
I know it is. Who, me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. Detective Sky. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist.
Ooh. Were you studying abroad?
Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me into criminal affairs. Just like that.
Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe?
Well, I suppose that was an option, but I have a lot of favours to repay to people back here. Favours? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. But Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them.
Really? I had no idea.
If she's been out of the country for a while, she probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kataki family, yes? Waki Kataki. I don't know if he's the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around violently in the detention centre.
I see.
Why was he arrested in the first place? You are a defence attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance. Actually I am. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. Eh? The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow.
What?
Truth is just constantly having a heart attack. Could you tell us a bit more about the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is Demarti's Clinic.
Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there.
What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah. Though on a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. I see. So that means Dr. Maracti stole the stand and pulled it in all the way here? That would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me.
Don't ask me.
So, have you met the defendant? No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention centre. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife of Prince. Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? Don't worry, it's like a right tradition. Some traditions I can live without. Where is the prick?
Kataki matches.
Oh, she's not here anymore. Can't show her the underwear. Be like, is this yours? Are these your knickers?
These are your undergarments.
Are these your bloomers?
June 15th, detention right now. Visitors room.
Sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done. But we still have 3 minutes. I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. Father's talking in the private room with him.
The father? You mean like a priest?
I mean the suspect's father, Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kataki himself. Not someone I care to meet.
Are you? You're the one on the way out, old?
Ah, they're here. He terrifies me.
He's a big boy.
Whoa, this guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron. You what? My boyfriend. You are his lawyer. Yes, sir. Well, I'm Big Wins Kataki, fourth head of the Kataki family, capiche? Actually, I came to speak to your son. Mr. Justice. Yes? My son's innocent. He kills no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche? Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear. You've got to do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn though, even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good.
What's the big ideal? Oh.
He's like a young, gangster, sort of energetic.
Can't hear me like him. Can't hear me like him no more now. You know, I want to go to the clinic. I like it here.
You must be Wookie.
Jay's not a Jay. Jay's not a Jay till he does hard time buzzy videos. Buzzy. You'll see when I get out of here, things change.
Silence.
What?
My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that.
Aha! I don't know how to do his voice.
Just young gangster, innit?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll do it. Ha! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me. I don't need no trial. I did it. I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. I only had one line. So much for talking to our client.
But we made such progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun at least.
Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial?
Oh, I almost forgot. It's time for my show. Oh, tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out. What does she do? She is stripper.
To be continued. So what time Henry's going to be here?
God knows.
Save the line.
Save.
Save. Continue. Yeah. Are you getting tired?
A little bit.
Okay. You can take a break if you want.
Are you still gonna play?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
You can watch. Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today?
He said his old foot...
If you're tired, I can do it, huh?
No, it's fine. He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Old injury? He was on Smiles yesterday.
Yes, he smiled when he said he... Oh my god. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy.
Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes Justice! I started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here.
Huh? Oh, okay. Wait, I'm not gonna scream. My name is Applied Justice and I'm fine!
That sounds more like a
Mantra.
Mantra. That sounds like a self-mantra than voice training. I'm fine.
I'm fine. I don't know who this is. Is this him? Oh, it's him, yeah.
Oh.
I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Ah, good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let me things go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Not really. Wacky, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, or no?
My worst fears realised. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. He's just there and we don't know anything about it.
District Court.
Objection! Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kataki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, her judge.
Ah, it's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor?
He's a prostitute.
He's a prostitute?
It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinums, yeah? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, her judge. I would have missed this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It was worth cancelling a show or two. Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, her judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Act on, baby. Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Sometimes you just have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Carl Maractes, director of Maractes Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe you will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone heard justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Oh, very well. Please admit this witness to the court. You can be the, you want to be the witness?
What's the witness?
He's a guy, but you'll see. No, not yet. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment?
I swear I could see the guitar for a second.
What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, her judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractes Clinic?
How did I know?
Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout to all my homies, I believe he said. What? What is right?
They always say that on stage. You should hit the crowd with speed and...
Proceed.
Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly?
Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you, son, are the defendant. Rocky, are you? Damn, I'm going to be doing so many voices. I ain't your son, old man. You step to Kentucky, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, I forgot his voice now.
Sexy.
You step to a public official, you best be prepared to step into jail.
You got to hand it to him. Rocky sure has guts.
It's not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, the court will now hear his testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Jesus Christ.
Good luck.
Rocky's truth. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my up something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying? Saying you were one of the victim's patients? A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping real on the street. True that. True that. I tell you one thing, that doc was a whack. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this.
Thank you. What's his name?
His face. He's like, you what, mate? Fucking what? Alright, I'll tell you one thing, the doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op with something bad.
Hold it!
So you were a patient at the Maractes Clinic half a year ago? For what reason? I heard what you might call Markovana. His voice is going all over the place. I can't keep doing it. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? Been running with the rivals family. That's when I pulled a Jack move. And ran into an ambush. He busted a cat right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys. So you were carried to the Maractes Clinic from there? Apparently he was... he's supposed to sound like a rock star. I keep forgetting his voice. Apparently he was shot in the heart. Oh yeah, he was. That's the kind of voice I'm trying to do for him. Oh yeah, man, I'm a boy band superstar. Shot in the heart and he's still alive?
I can catch bullets between my teeth.
No one asked.
But I never learned how to catch them with my heart.
The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack dart. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So as you say, the surgery was a failure. I can't remember his name. The accent. That ain't half of it, Holmes. Or homies. homies. And then he just let me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go and get another Dr. Patrick again. That was the thing I'd done, figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. You went to his pad? Did you have an appointment to meet with the victim in the park, perhaps? You out of your mind? Who makes an appointment to get the drop on someone? I can really fight my way into the clinic of his. Shortest way to the clinic through my place is through that park, you know what I'm saying? Alright. He's right. That does seem to be the shortest path. There I was, cold walking through the park. When he comes popping up out of nowhere right before my eyes. I figured someone up on the high was looking for me. You know what I'm saying? This sounds bad, right from the get-go. Well, well, there won't be any get-go if we don't get some more information. Right, first gather the facts. Time enough for despair later. Apologies for all the voices, guys, there's way too many. I guess I just press every statement. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Who asked you, pointy locks? Just what do you think you are? Your lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a cracker pit, plain and simple. Someone has to show him what's what. Hold it! By someone, you mean... Was there anyone with a score settled with this doctor? Besides you, I mean? You better ask somebody else. Homies, what do I care? Or Holmes, I don't know. There's no I in it, so not Holmes. I made up my own mind and did what he had to be done straight gangster style. But why was you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-man. Oh my god. I was in the clinic about half a year. I already pressed that one. Then he just lets me go. Okay. Hello everybody, feel free to say hi. And see how you can deal with my bad voice acting. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what? I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though her doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a lie straight up. He's a better G than me. Go up. No. So this bullet is still... You know it, I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Word, J-man, weren't no accidents, that's for shizzle. Oh my god. It seems there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favour. Oh my god. Wookie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo, think back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during a family health checkup. The family health checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bazoy. A relief to hear. Hey, what's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes. Her Dr. Maractes had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way! That's whack! There's proof. Your checkup report. My voice! How ironic that you would kill one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that our place is hopping, let's get this geek started. Started? We've had enough warm-up, actually. Time to hit the witness. Time to hit the witness, guys. Time to hear from the witness. What can you show is quiet all of a sudden? I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? No, here he is.
Mum's asleep.
So, you'll tell us your name and occupation. I need to hear his when he objects, like, I remember what his voice sounds like, and I try to copy it from there. What should he sound like?
Gay.
I feel like I'm trying to like look at his lips and like base it on that. My name is Wesley Stickler.
Yeah, you can do that.
Like Kermit the Frog. I don't know how he sounds. Oh, my name is Wesley Stickler. No. What do we think?
Uptight and gay.
My name is Wesley Stickler.
Yeah, there you go.
By occupation, I take it you refer to the Prophet's society at large and supports our livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation. And once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not the gestalt per se, but derives instead from the vagueness inherent in all representation of the...
Jesus Christ.
By which he means to say that he's a student. A junior at Avion University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... Her stickler, please stick in... Oh my god, what's his voice again? Her stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Oh, that's not his voice. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You ask quite simplistically what I saw. However, we must understand that Homo sapiens possess two eyes, each of which are designed to receive and interpret data, sending images in the form of...
Jesus Christ.
Oh god. That night I passed through my park on the way to home shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, the pistol. It was pointed at that man pulling the stand. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling for the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Was there anyone else in the park at the time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. Pistol added to the court record. Record. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honour. Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man! I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Like I got a drink with me. That night passed. Oh, I think I already know what the contradiction is. It is the entry wound of the gunshot, because I don't think it shot him in the forehead. I think it was shot in his temple. Yeah, bullet to right temple. Objection! Lies. Phew, if that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see, Her Justice? Huh? Oh, Objection! What is quite enough, Mr. Justice? Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this. The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right, a problem. Yes! The problem is in the location of the entry wound. The location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? I've already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What I do mean by this, for example, the deflection of a meter is 1 point... Okay, the wavelength of the light emitted by a krypton particle, as we know, in addition, it is well in fact that the krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye, which points to a basic fallacy in your line of reasoning, namely that which... Mr. Justice? Yes? What's your objection to these, krypton particle thingies? This is the big time. You are obsessed with something so small, you disappoint me. No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. The temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was... Oh my god, I'm doing the judge's voice and it's Apollo. Mr. Stickler. Mr. Stickler, you quite clearly said that victim was shot square in the forehead. That's quite a contradiction, isn't it? I guess, I don't know, maybe. Can I share a contradiction? It is, right? Finally.
Objection!
Objection! Her justice! Oh, her justice. I remember his voice a bit more. Yes? Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake this witness by objection to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to the testimony. Hey, her forehead. Forehead? Let's imagine you're walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. Yeah. What would you do, her forehead?
Text them.
Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fraulein?
Me?
Oh, she's back.
Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!"
And you, her stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Ah! If the victim turned his head at the last moment. Oh! Slums the book. Oh yes, thank you for jogging my memory.
Objection!
It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. Another testimony, yay. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Seeing this I want to do, I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become quite frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure.
Composure, lads. Sorry. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that.
That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let's consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it? Stood here. I need to go to the toilet. Do you want to play it while I'm going to the toilet?
Okay. The witness, Mr. Strickler, was it? Stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. That doesn't seem to be the case. What is the power of... We don't watch that. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination. Ba-ba-da-da-da. A night in the park, too. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Priestess was in a victim turned into a voice and shot and rang out.
I'm back.
I feel like it's that one. Whereupon a cavalier killer the offender appeared to become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene.
So what's happened with what I've been doing? I like that contradiction. Kind of sounds
Okay. Not as hard as I feel, what do we do now? At least the testimonies get a little clearer. She's right, maybe I could find something to use this in the testimony.
No, you have to press it.
What one?
I just pressed the whatever one that sounds suspicious.
The victim turned into my direction of voice. I think it's this one.
Well, that's to object to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Tracy's done to press him more.
Press who?
Like, press him more information. Like, he just asks questions about it.
Oh.
Okay. Anything happened while I was gone? No, no one is joining me today. Last stream was like a lot of people were joining, but you know, shit happens.
It's a Friday night though.
True. People are out partying.
Everyone's out, that's what I'm
They're not watching
saying.
me do my bad voice acting. But it's fine. I mean, I'm not really doing it for the views anyway. I'm just messing around. Did you hear a gunshot at the time the victim's home? It's getting kind of hot. Indeed, I would say about the same time, to be precise. And the victim didn't ask for help. It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step.
Oh, sorry. I'm totally sure that the victim. Oh my god.
Are you comfortable there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mrs. Strickler startled him.
Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please.
She's getting everyone in trouble.
Is it this one? Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice? They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. And the victim responded to that clarion call. I don't know what that means. Quiet. Okay. So you saw a raised pistol, weren't you frightened? It can be said we students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw the pistol, my innocence and justice compelled me to take action. That was certainly brave of you. You might have got shot. Eh? You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind.
He actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger.
Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. I feel like I sound a bit like Lemon Grab from Adventure Time, if you know who does.
Yeah, I do. The lemon.
Unacceptable condition! Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Getting hungry. Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed. Don't get me started. Hi psychology student here, hello. He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, he panicked, common tale but true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action, tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. You didn't try to apprehend the criminal? It all happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't had time.
Doesn't seem about that strike. Oh my god. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo?
What?
The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away.
According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes.
In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find.
Find something? Find what? Oh, he's already said this. That's what I was thinking it was, actually. But what evidence is there? The pistol. Weapon found at the crime scene.
2 rounds of fire.
Wait, I'm confused. Tossing his pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Weapon left at the crime scene. Did we find it at the crime scene? I don't remember. When did we get the pistol? I don't even remember.
Wait, how many...
2 shots were fired.
Yeah, how many shots did it say that was fired?
And a shot run out.
So it's only 1.
Is it about 2 shots?
I think it's about 2 shots.
The truth is about not finding it. But it says we found it at the crime scene. I don't remember actually finding it. I don't know where this came. I don't remember. What, you remember finding the pistol?
Yeah.
I remember finding the knife. Okay.
I thought it was hiding behind the officer.
I'm just gonna put it. Okay, it's right. Okay. Wait a second. This another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Come again. Wait a second, you say? A second? Are we intended to wait just that, a single second, 1/60th of a minute? There's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone take a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes, 35 seconds then. Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honour. Am I to understand you're objecting to the length of a second? Yes, I mean, no, here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. A common ploy made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran.
That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for Prince.
Ah, the little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there.
I'm not little.
Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fraulein?
Eh?
Eh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves?
Well then, gotta admit, I didn't think of that. Dickhead. Got me right in my track.
Well, Mr. Justice, could the killer have been wearing gloves?
No, because his fingerprints
Well, on what?
on the gun.
No, remember what we were
On the
examining?
knife,
Yeah.
Mmm.
See, look at us remembering
I know I'm
things.
getting somewhere.
The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were white, which means some trace of prints remained. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he couldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. Tut, tut, tut. I'm reading this book that has no words on it. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. Look at him.
Oh, he's cute.
Them lips.
The lips, but he's still cute.
And the pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me, well-haired forehead. Any of your precious objections? Objections!
Sorry. What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work.
You know, I've only recently realised something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say.
What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? Isn't what obvious?
Oh, getting the brain fog. Okay. When he restated that he saw just now, he said he saw Waki drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Waki threw away. You're right. Oh.
Someone was enjoying that. You're right.
He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Strickler. He must have... Oh my god. Poor Mr. Strickler. It must have been hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong.
Damn. Well, it could be said that I'm quite offended. Well, it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter in my own blood that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see, and for this the appellation poor might well be prefixed to my name. Yes, as for that issue...
Breathe, like...
What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defence have anything to say about this?
Well, if... Oh my god. Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else.
Then it had to be something else.
Oh, sorry.
At least one person on the defence team seems to be thinking. Grr, I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Perhaps you can inform the court of the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? What was it?
Knife!
The knife. So how's he shooting someone when he's only got prints
Exactly.
on a knife? Make it make sense. Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movies last night. Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime with the defendant's prints on it. His prints? This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Oh, her forehead? You're forgetting two other things you just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Wakikataki. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh. Indeed. Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. Well, what this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. This witness is a clown.
Literally.
I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when
Run
cornered?
my man down.
Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did that testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? I'd better find a way to take this testimony down quickly.
Take it down.
I think I know what it is the contradiction.
What's the contradiction?
It's about the phone. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. I used my cell phone to call the police.
Oh, but he did
What?
it because it was underneath the car.
Yeah, this must be his phone. It's a little pink phone.
Objection!
Oh, no, okay, never mind. Whoops! I'll have to penalise you, Mr. Justice. Oops. Maybe I have to press him. Let's press him then. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It could be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite. He actually looks like he's going to cry. Press him on this then. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could have happened at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came, nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park. So we just stood there watching. Not much to go on there. Trucy, if you've got something to say, by all means say it. This witness is way too self-assured. There's got to be a weakness somewhere in his testimony.
But.
Oh, I'm gonna press you on everything. Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear that the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That would mean he ran into the opposite direction from the Kataki mansion. Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was look back once and he was out of sight. Ugh, how did he know that's where I was going? I'm not going to see good conscience. You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one flask. Oh my lord! That one drops one's flask upon the labyrinth floor. Jesus Christ! Oh, a cool answer. Very cool. Nothing strange about how he acted. Trudy looks like she has something to say. I can't find a single problem with that testimony. Had enough at last, her forehead. Maybe it's time to back off a bit?
No.
No. The defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor. Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I'll amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well, you may continue the cross-examination. Well, maybe I should finish it. But nothing new's happening. Maybe I should have said yes. Yeah, because it's... Okay. Some of us have glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, hair forehead. They don't have enough to put Wookie away yet. Should I back off for now? Fine. There's nothing fishy about this testimony at all. It appears there... Oh my god. That is not his voice. It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony. There are many other ways to explain the lack of prints on a pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves, which he wiped the previous user's prints off. Then after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket, and he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No! No! It seems we've come to the end of the line here.
No, that can't be all.
No, that can't be all. How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, her forehead? I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Wakisaki. Hold it! I think that's you.
Hold it! Oh.
Screaming. Tracy?
Nobody move.
Nobody move! What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet.
Wait, are you one of the Katakis? The Katakis? You mean the notorious gangsters?
If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes.
What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of... Herr Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman.
Recess 20 minutes or I promise you you'll regret. Pussy.
Wait, how did he disappear so fast? That was amazing. Who cares about Trucy? That was like...
Come to the defendant lobby or follow.
You're Trucy.
Oh. Come to the defendant
Lolly, follow.
I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn it for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man.
How did you just let a murderer walk in? I don't understand. With a knife as well.
Whereabouts one was going? Trucy! Trucy!
You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show.
Trucy, you're okay. I thought...
Don't cry, Apollo!
Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Wait! Just calm down, Apollo. What else?
Ah! What the heck is that?
Surprise! This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. It looks marvellous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm Big Hat. Well, what do you think? Did you like it?
You mean you... Trucy, there are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Apollo! Now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's been threatening to...
Huh?
Remember what you said to Wookie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son.
But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do?
Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will.
Trucy, no more stage abductions, please.
I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness is confident, I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got.
You can see what he's feeling?
Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times where there was a contradiction in this testimony. All the times. All the time.
All the times there was a contradiction. Do I remember? I do remember. Well, I think I remember them, sure.
There were 2 times where he made statements he wasn't confident in. And each time, there was a contradiction.
In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand.
But he said he didn't know what you told him.
Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene.
He said the man tossed aside a pistol. But it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there wasn't a contradiction. There was a contradiction.
Well, that's true, but how does that help us?
Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he was confident in...
Wasn't.
Oh. Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit.
In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand.
Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol. His fingers got all tense and he fiddled with the corner of the page of his book.
How am I supposed to see that?
Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker?
What?
I always sat next to... Oh my God. I always sat next to Daddy during his big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean...
Oh. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games?
It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long.
Great, so he cheated, but what does that do for us? I don't believe this.
You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony, perceive the truth.
Watch a testimony, perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose.
Not true.
Hmm?
Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo.
Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony, perceive his true feelings. Is she serious?
Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo.
What was that she said before the trial started? Huh, Mr. Wright's not here today.
Oh, he said his foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'll be fine as long as you're there, Trucy.
Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it.
Apollo!
You know, I'm starting to think I can do this.
I knew you could do it, all along. Oh, one more thing.
Hmm?
Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best as you can. I just flew in from the coast and boys and oh my arms tired.
Right. Ugh. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. Ahem. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice.
Oh, you mean me?
Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Ah, right, him. Don't worry about him, I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement, right. Perhaps for Elaine would have us believing it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion, now you see it, now you don't. Am I right?
I think he's on to me.
I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niceties, if that's the word, and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right, the defense would like to request another cross-examination, because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. I barely got through that one. Understood, Your Honour.
Don't forget, Apollo. Oh, when he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
You book fiddler.
You kid fiddler.
Oh my god. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all.
Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot.
Focus. If only it was that easy. My ears hear what he says, my eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? What's this? My bracelet? What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow.
I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
I know it sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Schizo.
Bracelet. Maybe he should be in a mental asylum. One. Don't forget Apollo.
How do I do it? I'm not sure I understand this yet, but I have perceived one thing. My bracelet is reacting to his testimony. This has to be the key. Where's the bracelet? I thought the bracelet's supposed to pop up or something. Do I present the bracelet? What am I supposed to do?
I have no idea.
I thought I thought when I played this last time the bracelet symbol pops up. Maybe I'll press this one. So you called immediately after witnessing the murder? The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them?
This has to be it.
Wait, you mean his habit? Oh, I have to press it, I guess. Yeah, we don't need a flashback when he just said it. We just had this conversation like 2 seconds ago.
Literally.
That's my only gripe with this game. Like, in terms of, like, annoying stuff. Like, I don't like it when they flashback to, like, at least a minute ago. Like, come on. If it's like another case ago, then fine. But, like, it just happened.
That's what I'm saying. Does you remember that bad?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes. But it's the only time he ever had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know.
No, what?
It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness.
Your bracelet?
I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet with a triangle as it reacts to the testimony. What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else.
Follow?
Trucy, what's happening to me? So he just heard something else.
This is what I meant by focusing.
Focusing.
In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does.
That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out.
Just look at Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right?
Sure, but when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page of his book.
You got it. Right, now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out.
I'll bet they are.
First, move your focus on tension down to Mr. Stickler's hand.
His hand?
You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place.
She's right, I can only see his face like this. I have to try changing my viewpoint. All the way down.
Perfect. Now you're really ready.
Ready for what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch.
Perceive?
Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch his habit.
Right, you mean when he fiddles with the page?
That's right, that's the signal to look closer to perceive with triangles. Find this weak spot and I guarantee you'll be able to give him the royal flush.
Spoken like a true pokerhead, daughter. Dora.
I'm a magician. Thank you very much.
So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers.
Don't worry, if you miss it, you can always try again.
Right, look out, nervous twitch. Here comes justice.
Urban?
Look at what he's doing. He's wiggling that finger.
Oh, see it.
Gotcha! Face on it. I saw it. Just now I can see it.
Mr. Justice, you have something to say. All this banging of desks is quite bad for my circulation, you know.
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone?
What are you talking about?
I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask? Ask for his number, ask to see his phone, ask what model of phone. What should we ask?
To see it's fine.
What do we have in it? Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone.
Ah! Whatever for?
Show me and you'll find out. Oh my god.
Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it?
Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone?
Yow! Where did you get that?
That's the phone from yesterday.
Look, a cell phone, and it's a flashback again.
Someone dropped it beneath the tire. If the car moved, they would have crashed for sure.
I wonder if it belongs to the doctors here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment?
Wait a minute, what is the meaning of this?
This cell phone was found yesterday in the Maractes Clinic garage.
The Maractes? Well, that's where the victim lives. Yeah, that's impossible.
Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police?
It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? So you did call on your cell phone after all?
Just where did this Oh man, I wanted to be all cool and dramatic.
Do it again.
Just where did you...
Read it and do it.
Just where was this payphone located, Mrs. Stickler? With the finger out and everything.
Well, to indicate... What?
Well, to indicate with it. With a...
Well, to indicate it with... Oh.
Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy. It was right around here. That's quite away from the park. But why did you lie?
There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage.
What are you saying?
Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractes Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all.
But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I was trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Maractes was killed that night. Well, yes, but no, this line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime.
Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime.
Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job?
Yes.
Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder?
Yes.
Of course I have evidence. Oh, the judge has evidence. Of course I have evidence. Ooh, I like your swagger hair, forehead. Hit it.
The court will now see the evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say.
Yo, how's your... Hi, Hades, Damien. Welcome back. Thank
Hi.
you for coming back. It's great to see you. It's going great so far. I'm doing it today with my sister as a special guest to help me voice some characters. So yeah. She used to do some streams as well back in the day. Hi, sister. Yeah.
Hello.
So yeah, she's just helping me because like I was dying yesterday,
Doing all the
voices. My voice was so gone after the stream ended. I was like, hello. But yeah, but it's going so well. We're just exposing Mr. Stickler
for the murderer he is.
The lion conniving
Little shit.
Yeah. Okay, what's the evidence that proves? How have you been? I won't be this active this stream probably, but I'm watching the show. That's okay, no worries. I appreciate you just stopping by. And thanks for saying hi. Let's see it. The car.
The mirror.
Yeah. Because the car...
So it got torn off.
It got hit that night, and then the phone was under the car.
Yeah.
That's the 5-view mirror.
As it so happens, Dr. Maraxi's car was in an accident. That took place the night of the murder.
An accident?
An accident.
He's like, yep.
It happened a little after 9 PM, just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maraxi's car hit a pedestrian.
What are you trying to say?
From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident.
Which means?
Which means it was parked there after 9 PM on the night of the murder. I blanked for 2 seconds. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. my sounds... Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in the garage was after 9 PM the night of the murder in the park. We sound like a ghost.
I know.
A gay ghost. Mr. Stickler, do you know what that means? You did break into the victim's garage that night.
This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractes? No, stop, this is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something.
I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maractes. That is, other than this.
Oh, you're gonna check the phone.
I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honour.
I know that face. That's the face of guilt. ...
Look at that gay boy.
Don't. We love the gays.
He's cute.
Gay yourself. Half gay.
Half gay.
That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. Oh, that's not his voice.
That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park...
I love the way his eye wobbles.
I know.
It reminds me of Mr. Krabs when he's like, a smelly smell, and his eye wiggles. Anyway, that's... If you get it, you get it. Oh no. And when I was walking through the park...
I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer to victim the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene.
Kinda sus.
I know.
Yes, but your cell phone was lying in the garage. Oh yes, well, as you can see, my mother's cell phone has a defect. It's pink. It is giving to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr.
How's that rolling? It's literally a rectangle.
I know.
Fucking lying.
Fucking lying.
In any case, Mr. Justice, cross-examination, please. I'll change his accent now.
That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony.
His nervous habits must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time round.
Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. Here comes justice. Power Rangers.
Let's go.
Right, that night, yes, I went to a supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, stand all as clear as day. It was him, I saw the defendant at the scene. Okay, none of that sounds suspicious, so I'll have to press him. Let's press him about the supermarket. What did you buy?
Yeah.
So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place. Eh? Yes, of course. Why didn't you beat him with it? Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail.
Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes. I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket to find out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree.
Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion?
In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and I was on my way back home, yes.
I must have dropped my cell phone on the way home.
How are you dropping it in the garage?
That's when you passed in front of the Miraculous Clinic?
Oh,
Why, yes, that's correct.
that was a pretty suspicious pause there. Not gonna lie.
Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of murder.
Of course. The supermarket is here, along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the Miraculous Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet woe is I, walked on, I went unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park. When I was...
Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, when I was for the park. Which entrance did you enter the park from?
Well, to be exact, one might say I went in from the entrance closest to the Miraculous Clinic.
The same entrance our victim used. Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance.
I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happens next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. I saw the killer, the victim, stand on Thursday.
He's a lying bitch!
This part of the testimony is key, I know it. Oh, well, should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Let's talk about the killer. Are you sure you remember the killer clearly?
How many times must I repeat myself? It was him, that unscrupulous fox-like fellow in the defendant's chair. He was looking even more unscrupulous at the time, and no less. It does look a bit like one of those tricks the foxes in Legends of Yore.
I guess the killer's identity is already old territory. Time to ask something new. Right then, I asked the wrong thing. Maybe ask about the noodle stand. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand?
Quite well, yes. For a student of sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could have even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. For remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening.
Exactly.
Well, Mr. Justice.
What about that sign? Could it be important? Very important.
Very.
So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle. It appears the defence has just obtained a vital piece of testimony.
Is the noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample away one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of smart noodles.
I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself.
I remember the sign said noodles.
Does it say noodles? It says Eldoon.
Exactly, so he's a lying ad.
On the back, it says noodle on the back.
Yeah, but it wasn't on the back.
Let's examine it.
Oh, sorry. Huh, look at this, Apollo. Mr. Eldon spelled his name backwards on the side.
I think that says noodle. As in Eldoon's noodles.
Oh, I get it. So the name of his store is the same whether you read it forwards or backwards.
Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S.
Then how about a store called Teeny?
Close, but that would be Pay Me Eat backwards. And what kind of store is that?
Why a store that sells meat? It's not meat unless it's teen meat. She's just trying shit.
Oh, because there's an S. Eldoon's
Oh.
noodle. So he couldn't have seen noodle. If he said noodle, it's this way. Okay.
Present.
Objection! And you're absolutely sure the sign said red noodle?
Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. Is he going to start talking fast again? At least you have good eyesight, Stickler, I'll give you that. It read without a doubt, Noodle.
I see.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes?
Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing... here, was it?
I need to go to the toilet.
In a bit, G. Here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot.
You think so?
Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to take another look at the stand, and to carefully read what the sign says. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. El Dunes.
Inconceivable! I'm absolutely certain it said Noodle, for sure, positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight.
I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said Noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign would read the way Mr. Stickler claims?
What? Mr. Justice, show us this spot.
The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. Above. The witness was standing here, on the opposite side.
How do you know that?
When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads El Dunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand.
Oh, this side says Noodle.
Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back sides. Mr. Stickler, you lied to this court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south.
Yow! You got me!
Objection! So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all.
He's right. Travel far enough to see the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning.
Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? My sister's not here, so it changes everything, Apollo. Trucy, remember his testimony from before? Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. I'm gonna pause for a second, because I also need to go to the toilet. Be right back, guys.
Hello, guys. We're back. The killer. Pardon me. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then, at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. Douche in the head. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction.
Oh yeah, because he's saying he shot and it hit him in the side.
Yeah, I know.
So it's the opposite side.
The bullet would have to hit him in his left temple. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right. That's right.
We've got more lines, love.
Huh?
Got more lines, love.
Great. So now the... Try this again. So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, that wound location takes on an entirely different meaning.
Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fourlane. What meaning?
The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north.
North? Ah! But that's where the witness Wesley Stickler was standing.
Correct. So, if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who would have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Strickler himself.
Yeah!
Now we're talking about him.
Order! Order! Order!
Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Yeah, I was in the toilet and my sister just did it.
Objection.
Clarify 1 point for me, if you would, hair, forehead. And my viewers are dropping by the second.
Goodbye.
Everybody's left.
No. Oh well.
What now? Are you truly accusing... Oh, what's this? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer.
No, please, look aside, I'm a nice guy. All my friends say so.
What friends? Your friends in your head.
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
No, believe me. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler?
Accuse him.
Accused of murder, accused of another crime, no accusation. What do you think?
Accuse him of murder.
Really?
You're gonna accuse him of the panic stealing.
Yeah. I'm gonna accuse him of it. I don't think Mr. Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now!
The word confession is into my dictionary.
Tisk, hair, forehead, or well... I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence.
Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears.
I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime?
Your evidence? The court is all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves to the witness's involvement in the crime.
That point.
Oh, points. Give me a break, love.
Tracy's monkey.
This one because it was found in the trash can
Oh yeah.
in the park. Or is it Tracy's ones because they were found in the pipe? Yeah, I'm gonna go that one.
Is it a phone?
Yeah. The evidence is this.
What is that women's underwear?
Hey, there's mine. I thought he was gay. He wanted them for his... Oh, he's a cross-dresser. That's why he wants them.
Don't look at me like that! Order! 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 Mr. Stickler. Well, I can't say this comes as a shock. It's not what it says! By Pythagorean theorem!
What? Pythagoras theorem what?
Just past 9 p.m.
Oh no.
I swear it!
On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m, a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Meraxi's clinic garage.
Ha!
Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be the murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree.
Please hear me out! It's not what it looks like!
It is. No.
Order!
And she's 15.
Order!
Why?
Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed.
It's not what it
That
was great acting.
Thank you.
So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments?
Please, perhaps you are not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiancy. Your point? Oh,
Your point?
the judge had he got very young. He had a
Did.
youth.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
not
correct.
done. Now, I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater
Yay.
challenge to science than a mystery? Hello, sorry.
Come on, you're talking about the girl's panties here.
No, you do not understand. A mystery in the unknown. And the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. Oh my god. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. For science. A full-size car tied to it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic.
Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. He's talking about my magic panties trick.
So he's not a perv.
He's not.
Well, kind of. I don't know.
No, he's
I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties, it mocks the very law of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick.
You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder, there's been a recent rash of penny snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry, I did it for science. So yeah, hey guys, sorry it cut out again. I'm just gonna read from where it cut out from. I'm not gonna do voices because I already tried to do them again and then it cut out again, so I'm just gonna read it normally. I'll continue doing the voices after. Okay, so it cut out at I'm sorry, but I did it for science. Maybe what? Oh, each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Even that night as she chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yet where was I, for once again that lacy heart pattern truth slipped through my fingers. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. Ah, you referred to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, Hair Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about the location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right... Oh, I was wondering what that was. Right when... right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location? Take that. The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Hair Forehead?
yeah, no.
These are the last. These are the last, honest. These were found in the trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So these panties are your handiwork as well. That's right. That night, I had been chased, hounded into the Meraxes clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then I abandoned in the panties I made for home. Are you sure it's on? I'm kind of worried it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. But why is it showing on there and not on my phone? Okay, whatever. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Meraxes. I reported what I'd seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you dispose of the bloomers. Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but they had to be born.
A fascinating and disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close.
Well, it couldn't cut out like soon after this. I was literally about to finish. So annoying. Anyway,
And I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial.
right.
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin?
Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely that the defendant Waki Kataki was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kataki has a clear motive.
Indeed, the defendant Wakikataki is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time. Yet the mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to have been explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defence and the prosecution.
Ja, baby. No problem.
Very well, this brings the trial for today to a close. Court is adjourned.
Jesus Christ. Trivia continues. Hooray. Thank you guys for joining in the stream. Sorry it cut out last minute. I will be uploading it to YouTube. Probably a bit slower because I want to edit it together so it flows instead of having two separate videos.
Yeah.
If I can do that, I have no idea. Guess we'll find out. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Shout out to Hades Damien for stopping by again. So yeah, thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye from Sav-a-licious. Bye
Yeah.
from me, Slanky
Bye.
Wolf, signing out. What a palaver.
I know.